take a pretty to Turks in a minute. I ain't put no in a minute. I ain't been on earth in a minute. I always talk to God, but I ain't been to church in a minute. Crosses on my pants, I'm a Christian for real.
Welcome everyone to our 2K Sports broadcast. Tonight's game also serving as part of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And right now, Chicago, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played. Plenty of time to turn things around.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Wembanyama. Jalen Williams is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Pippen, and it's LeVert in at the 2. And for Chicago, we've got White. He's out there with DeJounte Murray. JaVale McGee is out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Okeke in at the 4 slot. In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Now here's Williams. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Barrett against Williams. Barrett, no good. And it's Williams with the ball for Toronto.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
Now here's White. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Here's Murray after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. From 12 feet out. And it's White missing.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
LeVert kicks to Williams. McGee against Wembanyama. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Chicago, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Barrett with the bounce pass. Shoots over Pippen. Barrett, no good.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Pass to Williams. Wembanyama sets a screen for Williams. And it's Chicago with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Now here's Murray. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Pippen against Murray. Outside Williams. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Murray. The layup off target. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Toronto. And Williams with the stuff.
You can see Jalen Williams' speed on display right there. Gets out to score on the fast break.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. wants to regroup and go over the strategy. When you talk about Jalen Williams, Doris, is it fair to say this guy has superstar-level potential?
Without a doubt, Kevin. Jalen Williams is a grade-level scorer. He's fearless in the clutch. He has the hunger to keep improving, and he can be a lockdown defender. He's got all the tools to reach the level you're talking about.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Derek White. Okongwu's checked in for Toronto. Here's Okiki, nailed from three-point land.
Love to see Barrett aggressively sharing the basketball. Wants to get it to his teammates in their spots. Nice.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Murray against Pippen. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Grant outside. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Okiki, no good. For Toronto, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. It's LeVert on the wing. Pippen sets a screen for LeVert. For Barrett. And Okongwu slams it in.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow. There's Okiki to the inside. Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Chicago making some changes. Biombo is checked in for McGee. Bay comes in for Okiki, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Barrett. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Okongwu. Dosumu comes in for Hunter. Christian Brown's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Rollins subbed in for Pippen. Rollins against Rose. Wembanyama outside. Inside. And it's Sohan missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
The assertiveness paying off for Murray. He draws the foul by taking it right to the knee.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game right now. The first free throw is good.
And you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
Okashevsky's checked in for Chicago. Derek White comes in for Derrick Rose. And then for Toronto, Okongwu's checked in for Wembanyama. Williams comes in for Dosumu. And it's Payne in for Rollins.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Payne in the post. He's covered by Murray. Payne can't hit.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside, White. Pass to Murray. 4 on the shot clock. It's a floater. No good on the shot. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Chicago leads by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Chicago leading. They've got Grant. Derek White is out there with Rose. Then it's Jones. And it's Bay in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Rose can't hit.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Over in the corner, Williams. Over Grant. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Rose. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Williams. Sinks that one from the post. And Toronto leads by 3. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Here's Williams following the score by Derek Rose. Okongwu a screen. Sohan from outside off the mark. And it's Bay with the ball for Chicago. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Rose passes to White. And it's Toronto with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Chicago making some changes. McGee comes in for Jones. And Barrett subbed in for Bay. And then for Toronto, Hunter comes in for Sohan. And Pippen subbed in for Dosunmu. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pippen against Rose. With the teardrop, he lays it in. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
When you come off the screen that hard and that fast, so difficult to stay with Derek Rose.
Pass to Okongwu. Pippen down low. Working on Rose. Pippen can't hit. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Rose against Pippen. And the basket by Rose. Rose has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Outside Williams. Pass to Hunter. Here's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Hunter's got 5.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Now here's Rose. He has 6. McGee's shot is off. And at the top of the key, Williams. Stolen by Grant. Down low, here's McGee. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And, Kevin, he started out as a 2nd-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's White. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Chicago making some changes. Okiki's checked in for Derek White, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Rose. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Toronto. Karis LeVert comes in for Christian Brown. Toronto, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. Pippen dishes to Hunter. Wembanyama, a screen on Grant. Here's Hunter. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. Here's Murray. Second chance effort. And he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago.
Pounding it in the paint there. Murray doing it all.
Barrett against LeVert. In the corner, it's Hunter. Wembanyama sets a screen for Pippen. Shot clock at 5. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Grant outside. Pass to Okiki. Murray outside. Toronto grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
3, Pippen. No good there. And so Grant will bring it up for Chicago. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Count that one.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built a lead here with a much better second quarter.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to LeVert. Here's Okongwu. Here's Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
Toronto shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
21.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
Well, right now for Chicago, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
Shooting under 35%. Let me see. That calculates to they're lucky to be in this game. Look, they're getting a lot of hustle points, but that can only get you so far. They got to start executing down the stretch.
Yeah, patience is a virtue. Don't always take the first shot when you see it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kind of like what Rose has done this one so far.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Chicago shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. So for Toronto right now, they've got Jalen Williams. Victor Wembanyama is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Karis LeVert, and it's Pippen in at the 1. Toronto shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Toronto working the ball around now. Nobody near Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got the first points of the second half up on the board for Toronto. Murray, the pass to Okeke. Back to Murray. Outside, Barrett. White, wide open. He fires. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the middle, here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Barrett, no good.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
So it's Toronto now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Pippen. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by McGee. Chicago trails by 3. Murray for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Murray's got 7 points.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner 3 look easy.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Now, here's Hunter. Pippen sets a screen for Hunter. And again, no good by Toronto.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Murray for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. LeVert kicks to Williams. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Grant is checked in for Chicago. And Toronto also making a switch. Christian Brown's checked in for Karis LeVert. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Now Murray. He has 7. And it's White missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hunter, no good. And Barrett has got the ball here for Chicago. A 2-point game. Murray outside. And again, no good by Chicago. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Brown's shot is off. And Chicago shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Murray kicks to Grant. Pass to McGee. Just 4 to shoot. Fades and shoots. And again, no good by Chicago.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And here is Hunter. Garrett covering. Hunter no good.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Murray, good.
And 2 physical points for Murray, mixing it up down low.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He wants to talk to his guys. Bayes checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Derek White. And then for Toronto, Okongwu's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Dosunmu in for DeAndre Hunter. Toronto shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Grant against Wembanyama. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, deep 3 for Wembanyama.
Man, this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
Here's Rose. Shoots over Pippen. Good on that shot. And with that, the Toronto lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Derrick Rose.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board. And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Outside Rose. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Stolen by Rose.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
High post, Pippen. Working on Rose. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. The coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for Toronto. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Grant is out there with Bay. Then it's White. And it's Rose, and it's Waters in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Dosunmu. Offline with his 3. Chicago trails by 5. Rose in the post. Defended by Dosunmu. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, what a warrior Derrick Rose is. Guy gets buckets. Through contact out there, so tough.
Now Okongwu to the inside. Sohan inside, working on Grant. Brown's shot is off. And it's Rose with the ball for Chicago. White left side. Back to Rose. Driving inside. Toronto grabs the miss. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Dosunmu, the pass to Sohan. Okongwu with a screen on Rose. Bounce pass from Sohan. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
All right, fans, let's hear it.
Chicago making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Pippen's checked in for Toronto. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Toronto leading by 5. Up top, Okongwu. Pippen against Rose. Pass to Sohan. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Pippen. This one for 3. Bay pulls it in.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And it's White missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And it's Sohan missing. Chicago trails by 5. Pass to Barrett. Shoots. And again, Chicago. No good. For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And Chicago shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Here's Sohan. Goes up again, and it's White with the rebound.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the now.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Rose. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Barrett. White block shot. Bank shot. No good. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field. It's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. White looking around. Grant on the wing. Shot clock at 6. To tie it up. It's deflected. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Williams passes to Sohan. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes for Chicago. Okeke comes in for Sadiq Bey. And Murray's subbed in for Derrick Rose. And then for Toronto, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Sohan. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Christian Brown. And so here is Chicago. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
And you have to appreciate the confidence that Murray plays with. He's never afraid to take the big shot.
Here's Wembanyama, following the score by DeJounte Murray. Here's Williams. Chicago grabs the miss. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Grant. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 1-point Toronto lead.
Boy, Jeremy Grant showing some level-headed poise in the face of a big moment. Big-time shot.
Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over McGee. Chicago grabs the miss. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's White. A miss that time would have put him up. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. And Chicago shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It falls!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Wembanyama outside. Hunter kicks to Pippen. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Excellent D that time there from McGee. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
There's 25 seconds left in the game.
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what are their best options now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
Wembanyama with it. 13 feet away. Can't cash in. No good. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Nine seconds left to play here in the fourth. And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Chicago, Derek White. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. Here's Pippen. Can they tie? Cans it to force overtime.
Gets the big-time shot to fall, folks, and now we're headed to OT.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And Wembanyama is out there with Hunter. Then it's Pippen.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Wembanyama. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Again, Toronto.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Murray, the pass to Okeke. White, bounce pass. McGee dishes to White. Pass to Okeke. White, a good look. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. White's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago. And here is Hunter. And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And Chicago shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Toronto shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Pippen finds Wembanyama. Shoots over McGee. Rebounded by McGee. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Williams. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, just it's easy to say this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing it.
Pippen against Murray. And again, Chicago. No good. Puts it up from 17. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Jalen Williams relishes the opportunity to deliver in the clutch, and boy, does he answer.
And the basket is good. Murray's got the game tied up here for Chicago. Huge bucket.
I think the roof's about to come off this place.
Shoots from the elbow. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Outside Pippen. Pass to LeVert. Wembanyama down low. Guarded by McKee.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Here's White. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
All right, then.
And here's Pippen. Pass to Wembanyama. It's off. Money!
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And a deep three from Murray. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.